Hey, everybody.
No.
Was it in there?
Yes.
Hey, everybody. We're starting. We haven't done this in a while, and someone's rusty. Let's start with the vaccines. First of all, I can tell you, Dr. Fauci is a fucking bummer, man. That I turn on the news, it's like mortuary news. Everything is just death toll, death toll. You're not gonna fucking walk out of the door today, are you? Oh, that's right, you're not. He's like, sneezes can go 300 miles. I'm like, is that new? I think that's new. Don't go on a seesaw. Everything that's fun is out. And he drives me nuts. It's getting old. He's like, listen to me. I'm in the booger biz, and I know boogers. And you know what? It wasn't sexy. Can you picture that 10 years ago? Nobody cared. Now, Emily Ratajkowski's blowing me up in my DMs, and she's pregnant. But the good news that squeaked in is that there's some vaccines we've heard about. And it's all about the efficacy rate. What's your efficacy? What'd you say to me? Efficacy. I thought it was a pretend word that they made up. Like they were saying efficiency wrong, but there is a word. But they said Moderna was like 90%. And then they're like this, efficacy. And then the next one was like Pfizer or something like, we're 95. They're like, oh, is that a lot? I didn't even know what the old one was. Is that bigger? Yeah. It's like a horse race. Like, here comes Moderna, there's Astra, whatever. Here comes Pfizer. That's biotech at 98. Lanes at the tape. And then they all are like bragging. The first one's like, ours is really good, but you do have to keep it 5,000 degrees below zero. I'm like, oh, so an ice chest? Colder. And then the next one's like, ours is cool, and it's more percentages, and it's room temp. Isn't that easy? And I was like, Next one's like, ours is a bath bomb, and it fixes zits. They're like, I'm listening. But what's the fucking efficacy? Yep. Everyone needs to know it's rusty. Are we going?
Yeah.
People watching are like, but are you really going? It's a little rough today. I'll do some jokes to break it up. Oh, but I had pad thai yesterday for lunch. I've never had pad thai in my life, and I think I'm lying, but I don't remember ever. And the bag was so fucking heavy. That's like a dinner. It wasn't a lunch because the bag weighed 8 pounds. I'm like, what are the kettlebells? They're like, this is great food and use your legs. Kazakhstan, is that a real place? A bodybuilder married his sex doll. Oh boy. After dating her for 8 months. But she filed for divorce when she found out he was still texting his fleshlight. Do you know what that is?
Of course.
Not of course. Like, you're like, I think I've heard something like that.
Maybe.
By the way, the parents said they're more embarrassed by their other son who's trying to be a comedian. That's so gross. Horrible. A 25-year-old founder of a self-driving company has been named the world's youngest self-made billionaire, beating Kylie Jenner. Hearing this, Travis Scott, Tyga, and 20 other rappers slid into his DMs. Is billionaire home? Japan unveiled a working 60-foot-tall robot in Tokyo, hoping it would boost tourism. Experts say the robot's already doing its job because Godzilla attacks are at an all-time low. A man named Adolf Hitler, that's his real name, won an election in the African country of Namibia. Close. The biggest question here, who lost to him? Satan's asshole? I see why these didn't make the show. No, some of these are good. Netflix show, After Party.
Woo!
LeBron James built his 6-year-old daughter her own full-size house in his backyard. In a way, she can claim she grew up in a project. Felicity Huffman?
Mm-hmm.
Who is she?
Desperate housewife.
Boy.
Desperate.
Gong. You missed those. Her daughter, Olivia Jade, broke her silence on the college admissions scandal, saying, it's been a tough time for my family, but I'm just going to keep rowing forward. Woo! Wake up! Jokes are flying. So on DraftKings, I play fantasy football. Obviously, I'm an athlete. I'm a tough guy. I'm a hard ass. Am I in the finals in both my leagues? I don't want to talk about it, but yes. And so, but on DraftKings, I signed up as, I wanted to be a baller. Something fucking up. It says, what's your fake name? I'm like, I can't even think. I go, baller. Nope. Baller alert. Nope. Baller junction. They're all gone. So I put ballerina. That wasn't taken, shockingly. So I just kept playing. And then it says, hey, ballerina, you've won $50. And I go, it's ball arena, but it's spelled exactly the same, so there's no difference. So it keeps giving you alerts about ballerina, and then everyone's like, why would you even want ballerina? I'm like, I don't fucking know. It was a good idea. Not really. Oh, here's that. What I'm saying is that I want to get into the female soccer player that kicked a field goal, plays for Vanderbilt. They brought her over because her kicker was hurt or something, and they let her kick on the team. But all she did was like a chip shot, and it was such a big story, and I thought it was condescending. That's my take on it. She came out and kicked an extra point. It was like about 20 yards, and they were like, "You're so good. You kicked it. Look at the girl. Everyone, look what the girl did. Boo boo. Take a picture of me with the girl. You were as good as the guys for a few seconds. We're so proud of you. We're so proud." I was like, get fucked. She could probably kick a 60-yard. You know what I mean? She's great. They should be like, hey, good job. You helped. We're all even. We're all on the team. You kicked your field goal. You did your job. Let's go have a beer. But they were like, she should be Sportsman of the Year. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Am I crazy here? Let's go to the phones. Shit, is there a phone here? Hold on. Wouldn't that be great? Not a phone.